Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to be talking about cones and finding the volume of a cone. Now, the formula for the volume of a cone, it should look familiar. Pi r squared h. It is almost exactly like that of a cylinder. This is the volume of a cylinder. But if we just multiply it times 1/3, we'll have the volume of a cone. So you can just take the volume of a cylinder, multiply it by 1/3, or you could do this. Take your volume of a cylinder, divide it by 3. Multiplying by 1/3 and dividing by 3 are the same thing. So let's do a few here. What's the approximate volume of a cone? And since we're using approximate, that means we're going to figure out the volume of the cone using 3.14 for pi. Alright, so let's go ahead and do that. 1/3 pi r squared h, 1/3 times 3.14 times the radius. In this problem, the radius is 9, and then the h, the height, is 6. So in your calculator, you can do 3.14 times 9 times 9 times 6, and then divide by 3. That will simulate multiplying by 1/3. Dividing by 3, multiplying by 1/3, same thing. Calculator is going to say 508.68. Since we're measuring in centimeters, we say centimeters cubed, cubic centimeters. Let's look at another one. What's the exact volume of the cone? We see the word exact. We're going to leave pi in our answer. Alright, so let's get our formula again. 1/3 pi r squared times h. 1/3 pi 4 squared times 10. So we're going to say 4 squared is 16. 16 times 10 is 160. And then we can just leave it 160 divided by 3 times pi. And we're going to say centimeters cubed. That's going to be our volume. Now, if we wanted to find the exact or an approximation, take 160, divide by 3, multiply by 3.14. But here, this is an expression for the exact volume of the cone. This one, we don't have the luxury of a picture, but we can still figure it out. What's the approximate volume of the cone with a height of 6 millimeters, radius of 18 millimeters? Use 3.14 to approximate pi and express your answer to the nearest 100th. 1/3 pi r squared h. Let's do this. 3.14 radius 18 squared times the height, which is 6, and then it's all going to be divided by 3. Alright, we're going to plug that in a calculator. 3.14 times 18 times 18 times 6 divided by 3. 2,034.72 cubic millimeters. Let's look at another one here. The height of a cone-shaped statue is 9 feet. The diameter is 12 feet. What's the approximate volume of the statue? 3.14 for pi. Express it as a decimal. 1/3 pi r squared h. There's our volume again. Now it tells us the diameter. If the diameter is 12, you got to think, okay, I need the radius. Radius is half the diameter. The radius is going to be 6. So let's do this. We'll do 3.14 for pi. Radius is 6 squared. Height is 12. And then we're going to divide by 3. That takes care of the multiplying by 1/3. 3.14 times 6 times 6 times 12 divided by, oh, I think I did that wrong. It's not 12. We want the height to be 9. The height should be 9. 3.14 times 6 times 6 times 9 divided by 3. Here we go, 339.12, and that is in cubic feet. We'll say it just like that. All right, we have one more to do. Cone-shaped container has a height of 240 inches, radius of 150 inches. The cone is filled with a liquid chemical. The chemical evaporates at a rate of 12,000 cubic inches per week. How many weeks will it take for all the chemicals to evaporate? Use 3.14. All right, so we're going to take the volume and divide it by this rate, and that'll tell us the time in weeks. All right, the volume is 1/3 times pi, radius squared, h, and we're dividing it by the cubic inches per week. All right, 3.14 for pi. The radius is 150. Squaring the radius, multiplying by the height of 240. Dividing by 3, then that takes care of 1/3. And then all of that is getting divided by 12,000. All right, we're going to put all that in the calculator. 3.14 times 150 times 150 times 240, divide by 3, divide by 12,000. Comes out to 471 weeks. Go. So an application with the volume of the cone here. All right, so that takes care of our examples. So we're finding volume of the cone with a couple of applications. Hopefully this helps. Thank you very much for watching.